All right, y'all. So y'all see the title. I wasn't even gonna talk about this because I feel like we see it on social media every day. Well, we've seen it for the past 40 hours on social media, and I feel like it's just like the Bill Cosby situation. I feel like we're beating dead horse, especially since a lot of us know that this has been going on for like the past 20 years. But this whole R. Kelly shit. Okay, so a few of y'all know that I posted a Facebook status saying that. Well, and it's still blowing up right now. But I posted a Facebook status saying and I posted this shit as just an experiment. I was like, well, if people can forgive O.J. Simpson, Michael Vick, and Chris Brown for their crimes or for what they did, for their perversions, can we forgive R. Kelly for what he did? And the reason why I posted that is because I'm like, what? I was like, well, the only reason why I forgive OJ, Vic, and Chris Brown to a certain extent, the only reason why I forgive them is because I'm like, well, they actually were punished for what they did. They actually were convicted and punished for their crimes. R. Kelly's been doing this shit for 30 years, and he has not served one single day in jail. And part of that is because he got good lawyers. But here's the thing about R. Kelly, though. The thing is, yes, the man is talented. Yes, he can sing. Yes, he's a very influential artist. Blah blah blah. Yada yada yada. All right, I get that. But the thing is, the dude is R. Kelly. He's sick. He needs some kind of help. He needs mental help. And yes, I realize that he was molested as a child too. But the thing is, that does not give you the right to do what was done to you. That's why I say he should get some kind of mental help or he should get some kind of counseling because this shit. I mean, the thing is, and a lot of people was like, well, the only reason why people care is just because he's a celebrity. This shit happens every day. Yeah, that's true. This shit does happen every day, but that doesn't make it okay either. And I mean, the thing is, look no further than your church. Look no further than I don't know, people you work with. People. I mean, the thing is, this shit happens. And the thing is, think about like Roman Polanski. Go back to the '70s. Roman Polanski. Think about Michael Jackson and shit like that. He was convicted of. I mean, he was accused of something like this too. And just a quick little side note. I feel like that if the girls in question were white that R. Kelly was dealing with, I feel like if he was sleeping with 14 and 15-year-old little white girls, I feel like that his ass be thrown under the jail. He will never see the light of day again. But yeah, R. Kelly. I mean, like I said, it ain't no. I mean, I'm not condoning what R. Kelly did at all. I'm just saying like that the dude needs help. He's sick in the head. Now, don't get me saying that. Don't take me saying that he don't deserve to be punished. He don't deserve to serve a day in jail because he does. Because everybody else that I mentioned, like Bill Cosby, he's serving time right now. Yeah, I mean the thing is, yeah, especially with Aaliyah. I mean, everybody know like R. Kelly was 30 at the time. This is back in 1998, I believe it was. So at the time, R. Kelly was 30 and Aaliyah was 15, I believe it was. Yeah, something like that. But like I said, but the thing is, and a lot of people are like, well, who turn a blind eye to it. You're like, well, or me personally, because I don't have any kids yet, but they're like, well, what if it was my daughter? If it was my daughter, of course, I would want R. Kelly strung up by his nutsack and castrated. Of course. But yeah, there's no video footage of Michael Jackson doing any of this, but still, I mean, and like I said, a lot of people are, but thing is, you got one side that's making fun of R. Kelly and making jokes and all that other crap, that whatever. And you got the other side that's demonizing R. Kelly and throwing him on the bus. That's fine too. But me, like I said, even though I believe he does deserve to be punished to some kind of degree, I believe that the man needs some kind of help. I mean, but thing is, I'm not saying it's a mental disability. I mean, but the thing is, he has some kind of trauma because the same thing happened to him. But like I said, it doesn't mean that he should be. It doesn't mean that this should be swept under the rug. It doesn't mean that he does not deserve some kind of penance for his crimes and for what he did. Because the thing is, I thought that that whole sex cult allegation, I thought that thing was a hoax, and now everybody's coming out about it and saying that thing was that whole him having a sex cult and him holding teenage girls against their will. That was for real. That really happened. And the thing is, I didn't believe it at first. I'm like, nah, they just making stuff up. But nope, they all the girls in question, they came out and said, well, they said, well, he really is. I mean, he really was holding teenage girls against their will and making them do certain things. And I just think it's ridiculous. I mean, but at this point, but the thing is, I'm not saying, but the thing is, at this, where do you go from here? I'm not gonna say, okay, what's done is done, leave it in the past, because some people never recover from domestic. Some people never recover from domestic abuse. Some people never recover from sexual abuse. Some people never recover from. No, some people never recover from that. But it's like, well, after all these years, what do you do about it now? I mean, yeah, I'll be honest. I like R. Kelly's music too. I ain't gonna front. I've been listening to his music ever since I was a kid. I love R. Kelly's music, but it don't mean that I don't think that the nigga is sick. It don't mean that I don't think like he needs some kind of like mental help. That's not what it means. All I'm saying is it's just like, what the hell do you do to a man who's been doing this for almost 25 years? What can you do? And the thing is, what's up, E? What's up, everybody? But yeah, the thing, and that's the thing. It would be different if they were willing adults, but he was holding teenage girls against their will, and that's the only thing. Here's the thing: is this is also what gets me. What gets me is there was that 2004 interview, plain as day, when the interview asked him, "Have you solicited any teenage girl?" And the dude, and R. Kelly looks at the guy who was interviewing him dead in the face and says straight up, "Now, when you say teenager, what exactly do you mean?" And I looked at him like, nigga, have you lost your goddamn mind? Teenager, meaning anywhere from 13 to 17 years old, not of legal age. And your ass is 32. He was 32 at the time that he said that. So, yeah, you can only imagine like what was running through people's heads. And the thing is, my mom was watching the documentary, and the thing is, a lot of those girls who he molested were people who were close to him. Like, he was sleeping with like one of, and the thing is, his wife knew that this shit was going on. His wife was condoning this shit. But the thing is, a lot of the teenage girls he slept with on tour or whatever, or made sex tapes with, whatever the hell the case might have been, is that they were all close to him. Like, he was sleeping with one of his band members' daughters, and like somebody. The thing is, R. Kelly was paying them all off to not say nothing. But the thing is, I don't understand how, if you're a parent, how if you're a father, how the hell could you let somebody, I don't give a damn how rich they are, how talented they are, how much they can sing, how the hell can you let somebody sleep with your underage daughter for money? The thing is, if you let that happen, you just as guilty as they are. If not more so, because you're enabling this shit. You making it okay. All right, but the thing is, you're making it okay to do this shit. But I mean, and no, I'm not saying that this shit is new. This shit is new. This shit's been going on for generations. This shit's been going on for thousands of years, where people would sell and solicit, like people who were poor in the Middle East or whatever the hell the case might have been, people would sell and solicit their underage children for sex just for money. And that's not right either, because one, we're not animals, we ain't savages anymore, and we live in a new age. Now, this is the one thing that's controversial that I want to talk about. And this has been joked about too. Choice. Everybody was like, well, he was old, but a lot of the girls, they were old enough to decide whether they wanted to sleep with R. Kelly or not. A lot of them were old enough to decide whether they wanted to be recorded for sex or not. A lot of them are old enough to decide whether they wanted to get urinated on or not. Ha ha, whatever. I get the joke. I get it, whatever. Now, while that is true, the thing is, if you are being threatened, then that's a whole different ballgame. But it's just the only thing that, like I said, the only thing that raises a red flag to me is the same thing with the Bill Cosby situation. It's like all these women are coming out about it now, but the thing is, like, in R. Kelly, he just now got his career back, and this is going to hurt him again. But like I said, we've all been knowing that this has been going on for the past 20 years. We've all been knowing that this has been going on. Everybody should have knew this with Leah. And one person with the comment, and you were absolutely right about this. He's called the Pied Piper of R&B. The Pied Piper basically lured children in with his instrument. Now tell me that ain't as sick as it sounds. But like I said, I feel like I said, it's not the parents' fault. But the thing is, what do I think of the African Bombada situation? Let's see. African Bombada, the thing is, he was soliciting little boys, teenage boys, allegedly. But the thing is, I always give people the benefit of the doubt. I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna demonize you. I ain't gonna throw you under the bus until I get you some credible evidence. Until you get some credible proof, then I'm not ready to throw you under the bus or say you're guilty or not. Because there are people who are. I mean, I like to say that I do like to say that people are innocent until proven guilty. Because this is what gets me too. Because we all know this is America. There's been people who have done worse crimes and got less time. Like I mentioned, the whole thing with O.J. Simpson and Michael Vick and Chris Brown or whatever. They was about to. Don't y'all know that they was going to originally give Michael Vick 40 years for killing dogs, 40 years, and then meanwhile, you got George Zimmerman and Casey Anthony killing people. They killed children, and they got off scot-free for murder. So yeah, but like I said, this whole situation, I feel like I'm beating a dead horse with this. Like I said, R. Kelly, while I do believe that the dude is sick and he does need some kind of mental help or he needs some kind of counseling, I still say like he should be punished to some degree. But like I said, I done talked y'all's head off enough of this shit. But I mean, I'll see y'all later. Peace.